Oh, wow. We is live. We is live. Wow. How come it's so dark in real time and it looks so bright on this video? What's up with that? What is up with that? Hey, quite honestly, I wanted to make a very serious type video. I chose a topic way off what I normally do, but quite honestly, I'm too tired. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm just too tired. I thought I was gonna be able to do it, and I really need to have my thoughts together so I can stay on track, and I just can't do it. Hey, what's the topic you was gonna talk about? I'm not gonna talk about it. So what's I'm not gonna. I'll save it for later. But what I would like to talk about real quick is oh man. I recently watched 2 live streams by our brothers Young Pharaoh and General Seti. And both of these videos, matter of fact, somebody sent me, they text me one of the videos, and I appreciate it. Man, woo! Now see, the debate that I had with Maurice Muhammad, you cannot debate somebody who gets emotional. So that really was a confrontation. That was not a debate. Now, because in order to have a debate, both parties have to be civil. Both parties have to stick with the information. These guys, see, those who can stick to the information, they won't bother with me. Only the ones who want to get emotional and talk about I was in the crazy house and I don't have no hair on my head or whatever, childish, infantile stuff. When it comes to debates, my problem is when debates turn into entertainment. That's my problem with debates. That's my problem when on Sonetta TV, you had debate after debate. It turns into entertainment. And nobody really is going to, whatever is on your mind, you are going to keep that, whatever that train of thought, you're not going to give the other opinion. You're not going to give it a chance in your mind. You're not going to think about it. So if you had General Seti versus Polite, those who are with Seti going to stay with Seti. Those who are with Polite going to stay with Polite. There's no... that's what I don't like about debates. That's what I don't like about people who don't have an open mind. People, if you don't have an open mind, why do you want to go to debates? Because nobody really is going to be a winner, because a debate should set up an atmosphere where minds can be changed. If your mind cannot be changed and you are loyal to General Seti and you're loyal to Polite or you're loyal to whoever, why do you want to go to see the debate? Because even if the person who you side with clearly lose, like in the case of Maurice Muhammad, which it wasn't a debate at all, it was a confrontation. The man got caught up in two things that he just could not squirm out of. Maurice Muhammad even confessed, I stole this idea from this platform. I changed it to fit my personal agenda. I stole it. I took it from you. And I changed it. And I'm going to keep the name so I can keep confusion. And you really think I want to be around somebody like that, or I want to associate with somebody who is trying to, I guess, say keep the peace, but I understand you're trying to keep the peace, but you're dealing with somebody who does not want any peace. They broke the peace, know that they broke the peace. Oh, see, and this man claims to be Nation of Islam. Nation of Islam. Nation of Islam. Why do a person who claims to be Nation of Islam, you have the supreme wisdom, why do you need an idea from somebody that you say ain't on your level? Somebody who is a mental retard or whatever. Why do you have to steal their idea? Not only steal the idea, but keep the name. Why do you have to do that? If you're not on my level, if you're so superior in your intellect, then this guy got caught up. This is Nation of Islam. He's claiming to be Nation of Islam. I really don't think Maurice Muhammad is a member of the Nation of Islam. You never hear him make reference to Xavier's Day. You don't see him interact with the FOI other brothers and sisters except on Facebook. You don't see that. You like Brother Ben. Brother Ben, you see he interacts with other FOI. He goes to Xavier's Day. You see that he is a member of the Nation of Islam in good standing. It is a possibility that Maurice Muhammad was kicked out of the Nation of Islam. That's why he's not doing the Nation of Islam programs. That's why he's doing his own thing. But that's not neither here or there. Maurice Muhammad told the public that I called the police on him. And then he could show no evidence. And then he says, I start screaming for the moderator, because I wanted the moderator because he's going all over the place. You need to tell the people yes or no. Do you have evidence to show that I called the police on you, sir? And the moderator allowed him to squirm out of that. Because when it's all said and done, I wanted him to finally admit that you are a liar. You told your audience that I called the police on you when I didn't, to try to make me look worse than what you already done. And you're a liar. If I called the police on you, sir, you would know it. And I could show information. I could show evidence that I done it. But since I didn't do it, I don't have any evidence to show, because I didn't do it. You said. So he's a liar and he's a thief. And he's representing the Nation of Islam. So, is this the way the Nation of Islam wants to be represented? I saw what General Seti and young Pharaoh have to say and their information. So I would like to see this. I would like to see this debate, because it's very serious. General Seti and young Pharaoh is charging the Nation of Islam, which includes Maurice Muhammad. I believe Maurice Muhammad is guilty already. Don't even have to have a trial, just because of his nasty behavior. But the Nation of Islam, Louis Farrakhan, young Pharaoh, and Brother Ben, charging them with the same thing they charged Malcolm with, being hypocrites. Excuse me. Throat itch. Hypocrites, and they have betrayed the soul community. And they are leading our people to hell. And I would like for you to take the time, if you ever get a chance, check out these videos. These brothers, unfortunately, they like to use profanity. They sort of nasty in the mouth. So parental discretion is advised. Listening to Brother Seti and Brother Pharaoh. I like them. I can deal with it, but you know, people, I mean, they are going to be true to themselves. So that's how they are. Be true to yourself. Unfortunately, the information that they have, you know, our children, you know, from 8 to 80, our people should be able to listen to this information. Because General Seti and young Pharaoh have some real, oh man. That's why I'm making this video. I'm listening to this. They are boom, boom, boom. I want to see the Nation of Islam. I want Maurice Muhammad always talking about, I got to defend my minister. I got to defend my minister. You can't do nothing with me. Let alone what these brothers gonna put on you. Woo, man. I don't see Maurice Muhammad stepping up to the plate against Pharaoh and Seti. I don't see Ben. I don't see Wesley Muhammad, Nuri. None of them don't want to. Y'all don't want to touch these brothers. They banging on the beast. You understand? They banging on the beast. And I'm going to take sides. I'm taking sides with Seti and Pharaoh on this one. Because they have the documentation. They have the video. They have the pictures. I want to see the Nation of Islam. I would like to see Louis Farrakhan himself deal with this one. Because really nobody else can handle this. Only Louis Farrakhan could handle Seti and Pharaoh, and it's a wrap. He can't do nothing with these brothers. They have really put it down. So if you want to see a debate, we need to ask Nation of Islam, debate Pharaoh and Seti. That's what you want to see. A real debate. Just like Seti and Pharaoh said, no name calling, no personal shots, stick to the information. Maurice Muhammad can't stick to the information. So, you know, you don't even bother messing with him. He's just a blind follower. He don't know nothing about Nation of Islam real history. He does not know nothing about Scientology, the history. He don't know nothing about that stuff. Man, these brothers, oh man. I would rather have Seti and young Pharaoh on my side. I would not want them against me because they gonna dig on you. They gonna bring it. So, Brother Ben, Nation of Islam, you guys, you have the supreme wisdom. Allah, God is on your side. It should be very easy to set up a debate and you guys defend yourself against the charges by the prosecutors, young Pharaoh and Seti. Man, I would even pay to see. I would pay per view. I want to see how the Nation of Islam is going to respond to the heat that these brothers got. I know. Yeah, the Nation of Islam is near death. Who cares about a dying animal? I want to see the dying animal squirm because it should have been, you know, the Nation of Islam should have died when they killed Malcolm X. It should have died. I don't know why people kept supporting the Nation of Islam. You see, they're not no good. They're not no good. They have not done nothing. Louis Farrakhan been doing the work for 40 years. What work do you see? This man probably had over $1 billion go through his hands. What exactly, even when Elijah Muhammad was here, what exactly did the Nation of Islam do except convert people to Islam and made a few businesses and gave you a job? We was doing that anyway. We was already converting people to Christianity and we was already making jobs for ourselves. What special did the Nation of Islam really do? Except run around talking about the white man is the devil, the white man is the devil. Now Louis Farrakhan got a Caucasian daughter-in-law. And now the Nation of Islam is hooked up with Scientology. Louis Farrakhan is skinning and grinning in Eminem's face, that rapper, Father Flago, or whatever his name is. He's skinning and grinning with the devil. Suffice to say, the Nation of Islam, God himself, is a product of an interracial relationship. I put a video out. And since they want to defend Minister Farrakhan, they want to defend the teachings, I put that video on Facebook. I put that video right here on YouTube in several places. Not one Muslim have come to defend or explain their interracial God. Not one. Maurice Muhammad want to come on the live stream and try to make mockery of me, but made no attempt, made no mention, and respond to the video about your God that is half black and half devil, because the devil is the white man, right? So your God is half God, half devil, meaning that y'all teaching half truths. And that's the side of a good liar. A liar, the reason why a good liar can get away with so much is because a liar mixes truth with falsehood, and it's very difficult for you to know the difference between the lie and what is true. But I know, Syrian, how you doing? I know it's the Nation of Islam is a dying animal. Their numbers are dwindling. More and more people are beginning to see that it's not what they thought it should be or what it was. So it's a dying animal. And really, when Louis Farrakhan passes this life, it's really going to be the end, because these people are personality followers. They are following his personality. So when he passes, it's not based in the teachings itself. It's based in his personality. So when he passes, all that's going to fall anyway. So yeah. Nation of Islam, it's a dying animal. But I want to see it. After all they done, what they done to Khalid Muhammad, what they done to Malcolm X, what they done to me, what they done to so many brothers and sisters who were sincere, thought that we was really trying to do something for our people, deceived, and they know it. So for a few people to get rich off my blood, sweat, and tears, it's a dying animal. I want to see it die. I want to see it fall. And all of us should want to see something that is talking about detrimental. This Nation of Islam is detrimental. They don't give a damn about you, Christian. They don't care nothing about you, agnostic or atheist. The Nation of Islam only cares about themselves. Matter of fact, just like General Seti and young Pharaoh said, Louis Farrakhan don't care nothing about the Nation of Islam. The only thing Farrakhan cares about is setting up his family so they don't never have to work again in their life after he's gone. He does not care anything about this Nation of Islam. He don't care nothing about it. Y'all think he do, but he don't. The only one who has ever benefited out of the whole 40 years Farrakhan has been working is his family, and Elijah Muhammad's supposed to be his son, and his little clique. My family, I have people, relatives in the Nation of Islam. I don't see nothing that they have benefit from the Nation of Islam. Nothing. So I want to see this. I want to see them squirm. I want to see them in confusion. I want to see them get emotional, because they won't have no choice. When Pharaoh and General Seti, oh man, woo! They're going to win the debate hands down, easy. The debate shouldn't even last 20 minutes. Pharaoh and General Seti can do a Mike Tyson. They can knock the Nation of Islam out in 30 seconds. We think it's going to go to round 10. They can knock the Nation of Islam out in 30 seconds. That's how confident I am in the information that these brothers going to bring. Let alone the Nation of Islam, even simple things that I bring up. Let alone something like Seti and Pharaoh them really dug deep and got this information. And if we wasn't blind followers, if we wasn't believers, we could do the same information they got, we could have got also and known about this a long time ago. But that's all right. We got brothers like this. I want to end this on this note, though. I want to say that I do want to see this debate. It would really be interesting because the Nation of Islam is a bunch of know-it-alls. They know everything. They have the supreme wisdom. I want to see how they will respond to this information. But I also want to say, I also want to say to young Pharaoh and Seti, what goes around, what they say, what comes around, what goes around comes around. The same way that you've dug into the Nation of Islam, the same thing can be happen to you. Does Farrakhan even have 100 loyal followers? I don't know. I don't know. I know you have a lot of people that's brainwashed. A lot of people that's just caught up in this false crap that he's developed, and they can't get out because they want to feel good. He knows how to make you feel good. Can't give you nothing to eat. If you're starving, he can talk about some food, but he can't give you none. He can make you feel good. But I want to say to Pharaoh, young Pharaoh and General Seti, the same way that you knocked down the Nation of Islam, the same way that you exposed the Moors and some other folks, unfortunately, your turn, because that Kemetic, those teachings, the things that y'all talk about, that's not what it's cracked up to be either. So y'all, it's not. So, so if you can dish it out, you really need to be able to take it. So, with that said, I didn't want to spend a lot of time with you. I had another subject I wanted to talk about, and I'll say that for later because I really don't. You know something? I'm awake. I'm sort of awake right now. I should go ahead and do that topic, but I'm not. I'm not. I think I'll wait till later. I say that for later. But I did also want to talk about this challenge. Young Pharaoh and Seti challenged the Nation of Islam on this information, and I'm just like, when I listen to what they have to offer, I'm like, wow, but this is, woo, man. I would like to see this debate. The only debate that I would actually pay to see, even pay-per-view. I want to see how the Nation of Islam, because see, the thing about this, y'all, I really doubt if the Nation of Islam, the big boys, would step up to the plate because they already know they can't do nothing with this. And they don't want to look embarrassed. They're just going to stay quiet and ignore Seti, ignore Pharaoh, ignore the things that I say. They're just going to continue to ignore and just keep deceiving the people. So that's why it's important until the animal dies that we keep the heat, keep banging on the beast, like General Seti said. Because the Nation of Islam is no good for us at all as a people. It's not. They're a bunch of murderers. They killed Malcolm, point blank. So Yeah, I was watching, they just did that, anniversary of the Million Man March, Justice or Else. They just done that, earlier this month, October, right? And I was watching the video, and you didn't see a whole lot of people like you normally do at this rally, because people see ain't nothing happening. Anybody with any kind of mind, you can see ain't nothing happening. Farrakhan ain't doing nothing. He's not producing nothing. The Nation of Islam ain't nothing but a bunch of talk. You got Brother Ben, who created his own little group called the Shifters. The only thing they're going to do, they're going to go to the Bahamas, and ain't nothing but a bunch of talk. Not going to produce nothing. The Shifters. So, it's a dying animal, just like you said, Syrian. It's a dying animal. And I want to see it die. I want to see it squirm. I want to see it lay on the ground. You know how sometimes, animals thrash around, going through what they call the death roll or whatever it is, thrashing around. I want to see that. The Nation of Islam is not going to debate young Pharaoh and Seti. Only somebody like Maurice Muhammad, who don't know what he's talking about, he'll make it really, they'll smash him really, really fast. He's too emotional. The only thing he's going to do is start calling them names. That's the only thing he's going to do. He don't have no knowledge. He don't have no wisdom. He don't even know nothing about the teaching. He definitely don't know nothing about Scientology. He needs to explain those Caucasian FOI and MGT. He don't even really know what's going on in the organization that he got kicked out of. Because I really doubt if Maurice Muhammad really is in the Nation of Islam. He probably got kicked out. So, some of these misfit Muslims, they'll step up to the plate. But somebody that got a reputation and a whole lot to lose, like Brother Ben already know he can't handle Seti and young Pharaoh. He's not on their level. Because the only thing he does is copy and play Minister Farrakhan videos all day. He plagiarized Farrakhan. He does not have a mind of his own. So there's no way he could step up to the plate, or any of these other guys. The only one who could hey Siri, the thing about this is Maurice Muhammad said that I'm a comedian and I'm good at making people laugh. Well, see, this is the thing about it. Maurice Muhammad. If I don't laugh, it'll make me cry. That's how pathetic condition that you guys are in. You are so sad in your condition. If I don't laugh at it, it'll make me cry. I'll be so sad I couldn't even talk to you. Because I can't believe people that's supposed to be so intelligent, you are so lost. And you're done. And really, the Nation of Islam is done. And any of these organizations, anybody out here that is deceiving, that is exploiting, I don't care if it's an organization or an individual, they need to be called out. If you ever see me do something wacky, I need to be called out. I can defend mine because I'm not doing nothing wacky. I'm not exploiting the people. I can be in error. I can make mistakes. But I'm sincere in what I say. I'm sincere in what I do and what I want to do. I'm very sincere. I'm not here to cheat you and rob you. I'd rather leave you alone. I don't need your money. I don't need your praise. What I do need, I need for you, the descendants of slaves born in America, I need for you to be free. You need to be treated with justice and given equality. That's what I want for you. I don't want you on another slave plantation. I don't want you to have another massa. We have not had control of our life in over 400 going on 500 years. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I want you to better your life. I don't want you to be a crackhead. I don't want the sisters to be a prostitute. I don't want these bad things. But I'm not going to try to force you to do nothing. That's your life. That's your life. I'm not in a position to try to tell you what to do with your life. Somebody else have been telling us what to do with our lives for 400 years. I'm not going to do that to you. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be your massa. Louis Farrakhan is a massa. A lot of these other people, they view them as their massa. I don't want to be your massa. Think for yourself. Learn for yourself. Don't depend on me, because I'm not the smartest person in the world. I'm trying the best that I can. That's all. I learn from Syrian. I learn from all those who come to my page. I learn from my subscribers. Somebody said, oh, a lot of, Angel Snub Nub 7, he don't get a lot of views. Well, see, this is the thing about Angel Snub Nub 7. I'm sort of like a concentrated laundry detergent. You don't need a whole lot to clean the clothes. Just a little dab will do you. See that cheap stuff, you need to have a whole lot of it put in your laundry because it don't have no effect. It's not very good. So you need a whole lot of it. Angel Snub Nub 7 is highly concentrated. Don't need just a little dab will do you. So that's why when I step up to the plate, that's why folks move the hell out the way and they treat me just like the big boys. Matter of fact, I am the big boys. If YouTube was not tearing down my pages, you will see that I'm just as big as all these other guys are. And when I come on the scene, you ought to see them. They back off when I show up. I'm not bragging, but they do. Because real truth has stepped into the house. Because I'm going to give you a reality check. All your fairy tales, all your fantasy, all your pseudoscience, all that stuff going to be pushed out the way. Because that's how we do it here. Hey, Syrian, that's how we do it here. And Syrian is my friend. And Syrian is a believer in God. And y'all know how I feel about the God thing. But Syrian is my friend. And I love my Syrian. And we are on the same page. We want what is good for our people. Live your life. I respect Syrian for what Syrian believes. And Syrian respect me for what I stand for. So it's all good. And we're going to kick this beast in the butt. And we're going to work and do what we want in order for all our people to experience freedom, justice, and equality. Because you deserve it. We deserve it. You don't need another slave massa. Somebody telling you what to do, what to believe, what to eat, what not to eat, and all that. Do what you feel you want to do. The only religion that we need is treat a person like you want to be treated. Don't slap a person in the face if you don't want to be slapped in the face. It's simple as that. I respect you, you respect me. It's simple as that. But y'all, wow. I would really, hey man, I'm telling you, I would really like to see this debate. I'm not a debate person, like I told you. I made videos. But this one, I guess this one is special to me. Because this nation of Islam basically stole 9 years of my life. I didn't get nothing out of it. Nothing. So the people Yeah, so and the people need to see the Nation of Islam for what it really is. It's up to no good. It don't mean you no good at all. Farrakhan does not care about us. He does not care. Smiling in your face, stabbing you in the back. And that's not right. So they need to be exposed. Now, if they are not guilty, then come before the people, debate Seti and Pharaoh, and let's see what you got. What do you have to offer? Prove to the world that these brothers are liars. They are the deceivers. They are the Uncle Toms. They the coons. Prove it. But you're not going to be able to. I'm telling you, they're not going to mess with this information. This information that Seti and Pharaoh got is just, woo! It's just a bomb. It's just a bomb. Like I say, I would rather these brothers be on my side rather than against me. Whew, I mean, they bring in the fire. They bring in the fire. But of course, like I told you, the Nation of Islam is not. They're gonna just ignore it. Like these brothers don't even exist. But I'm gonna keep the heat. I'm gonna keep the heat on them. Seti and Pharaoh gonna keep the heat on them. And we're gonna watch this dying animal die. It needs to die. The Nation of Islam is no good. Now, I want to say this real quick. This has nothing to do, and I have nothing against brothers and sisters in the Nation of Islam. Some of the most beautiful, nicest people that you can meet. It's not their fault. They just caught up in this trap. There's a Sister Pamela Muhammad, which I was introduced to her by Maurice. Even though all this stuff going on between myself and Maurice, she's a beautiful sister, Sister Pamela Muhammad. Just so sweet, so kind. She just has the nicest personality, you know. So it's not nothing personal. But I would like to say to Sister Pamela Muhammad, unfortunately, this man that you look up to, Louis Farrakhan, he's corrupt. Unfortunately, the Nation of Islam teachings is very deceptive. It's not what you think that it is. It's not. It's not. And and you know, I don't want brothers and sisters. I already went through it. And I seen what it does to people. And time has shown it does not do nothing for us. So why keep supporting and giving your money to something that's worthless? But again, all love to my FOI, all love to my MGT. I love y'all brothers and sisters. Unfortunately, like I say, no. You are caught up. You've been tricked and you've been deceived. Malcolm said you've been bamboozled by somebody with a black face. Somebody who talk about black power. Black man is God. They have lied to you. They're deceiving you. You're being used. This dying animal needs to be put to death. Euthanized. They're not going to step up to Pharaoh. They're not going to step up to Seti. They're not going to step up to me. They're not going to step up to us. We're bringing the heat and we're bringing the truth. Real truth. Bringing the real fire. We're bringing that cross to these vampires. When they see that cross, the vampire, that's all they can do. We bring in the sun. You know what the sun do? We bring in the light. You know what the light do to vampires? They catch on fire and get that burning up. Seti, Taalik, Pharaoh, they just burning up. Woo, I want to see them burn. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, anyway. Oh, wow. I thought this was going to be a 15-minute video. Anyway, I enjoyed talking to you, and I'm gonna save my subject for. I'll probably do it this weekend. Yeah, I'll probably do that subject this weekend because the subject that I chose, um, yeah, I have to be in a different mood for that topic to bring it, to bring it to us. And I'm a little tired. I really didn't feel like messing with that topic, but I did want to talk about Pharaoh and General Seti, Nation of Islam. You have the supreme wisdom. You know it all. You smart. Show the black community, show the soul community that you are not guilty of what these brothers talking about. Show them how intelligent that you really are. Step up to the plate, and let's organize a civilized debate. Stick to the information. Something that Maurice Muhammad can't do. he really tried though. He really tried to stay cool, calm, and collect, but he just can't do it. He's too emotional. So Seti and Pharaoh would set him off really, really, really fast. So he's not qualified to deal with these brothers. Like I said, he don't know nothing about Nation of Islam except what Farrakhan say. He don't know nothing about Scientology except what Farrakhan say. So he's not qualified to deal with these brothers. So I'm glad. I'm telling you, I am glad that I'm not in the Nation of Islam anymore because I would not. I was a bad guy back in the day in the 80s before the internet. I was a pretty bad guy. I could defend the teachings really, really well. But that was a long time ago. You got social media, and people think for themselves, and you can get all this information. Woo! It's a whole different ball game. When these people come after you, they do their research, they dot their I's, cross their T's. When they come after you, it's like, woo! Man, and I really like that. I really love to see brothers do their research and show their pictures, their documents, and be throwing down. I really like that. I do. I like that. I do. It's something to see. I just don't want to be on the other side of that. Somebody bringing these pictures and the Operation Exodus Mississippi was fake, and they show these pictures and show me with a white woman. I'm kissing on a white woman. I'm in Mississippi, y'all. Woo, somebody could get this video and slice it up. See, Angel Snub #7. He was with a white woman in Mississippi. Woo. No. General Seti and Pharaoh, they bringing the heat. Ain't nothing sliced. Ain't nothing spliced. I mean, they just bring in the real stuff. Ain't none of the information is fake. Believe it's not. It's not fake. That's why we're not gonna see this debate. I know I'm just having a good time right now because we're not gonna see the debate. The Nation of Islam is scared. You scared. Y'all cowards. You want to, you can step up to a man with a gun, and he don't have a gun. Y'all a bunch of cowards. Shoot a man in broad daylight. The man don't have a gun. Shoot him down in front of his wife and children. And they laugh about it, and it's justified. Farrakhan praised the killers. Now it's your turn. Now you're going to get what's coming to you. You thought that you was going to get away. I'm trying to read your comment, Syrian. Let me see. Let me see if I can read your comment. See, it's different on the phone. Let me see if I can see what's happening. Move that out the way. Okay. Oh yeah, you said I won't have to. I won't have to wait long for the fall of the nation. False prophets. I can hardly wait. I can hardly wait. Cause it's a done deal. It's a done deal. The Nation of Islam has done a lot of dirt. They have hurt a lot of people, deceived a lot of people. Malcolm X, that was a fatal mistake. Then you turn right around and you turn on Khalid Muhammad. The Nation of Islam deserve everything that it's gonna get. Unfortunately, there's a lot of good brothers and sisters, and I have relatives in the Nation of Islam. I love my relatives, but see, y'all gonna have to learn the hard way. You've been following this man. This man, Louis Farrakhan, ain't no damn good. That's just the bottom line. Now, I will continue to give him his credit, because if it was not for the little good that he did do, I probably wouldn't be talking to y'all right now. I'm going to give the man his credit. But when it's all said and done, the man ain't no damn good. He sold out, betrayed Malcolm. He sold out and betrayed Khalid Muhammad. And he sold out all of us when we stood up and said, and he said that he was going to bring back the original teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And he did not do that. Matter of fact, now, he integrated the teachings with Dianetics. And Pharaoh and General Seti do a good job explaining all of this. So, if I was a believer in God, I would thank God for General Seti and Pharaoh, for brothers like that. And we should need to stop tolerating these people tricking us and deceiving us and exploiting us just because they can talk good, just because he's handsome, whatever your reason is. That's how you get tripped up, because they do have personality, because they do sound good. That's why you can get tricked. That's the reason why. Because they sound good. Because they have personality. But anyway, Farrakhan, all you guys, all good things come to an end, and you brought it down on yourself. Everybody ain't no fool. Our people are no longer going to be fooled. That's why I'm telling you, I'm going to say this, I'm going to bring this to an end. There are 40 to 70 million soul brothers and sisters in this nation. Brother Ben. Hey, Brother Ben, Brother Ben, come on now. Don't do me like that, Brother Ben. Nobody is envy and jealous. Brother Ben, accept the challenge, Brother Ben. Hey, y'all, Brother Ben is in the house. I love you, Brother Ben. But your Farrakhan, the brother's not right. He's not right, Brother Ben. I know you love him. And, I still like Farrakhan a little bit, myself. But, I mean, they're not right. You don't know, Brother Ben. Do your research. You need to do your research. Brother Ben said envy and jealousy are two bad drugs. Brother Ben, there's nothing to be envy and jealous of from Louis Farrakhan. The man been around or supposed to be doing this work since the 1980s. 40 years. Don't have nothing to show for it. I want to tell you this, Brother Ben. Look, Brother Ben. When Elijah Muhammad was here, every year before the messenger of Allah would speak, Okay, look, let me tell you something. See, well, first of all, Brother Ben, you said what I built. First of all, Brother Ben, I'm not supposed to build you anything. I'm not responsible for your generation like that. I'm not your leader. I'm not your teacher. You don't give me millions of dollars. Brother Ben, yeah, the answer is nothing, right? What have Louis Farrakhan built, Brother Ben? What have he built? See, now Brother Ben is out. He don't want to answer the question. He's out. He's telling me that I have not done nothing. Mind you, Brother Ben, I was with Louis Farrakhan for 9 years. So if you tell me that I have not done nothing, then you also saying that Louis Farrakhan have not done nothing, because I was helping him for 9 years. See, Brother Ben is gone. He's gone. I really, look, I mean, come on. I really don't, no, I did not do nothing because Farrakhan didn't do nothing. Now, if Farrakhan, in the 9 years that I was with him, accomplished really something, then I can say I was part of that. But I cannot say that because it produced nothing. Not really in the grand scheme of things. Didn't produce nothing. I should be angry. I sacrificed. I suffered. I worked really, really hard. That's not fair to me. Name one school that I have. Name 1 acre of land that I have. Brother Ben, Louis Farrakhan has had probably over $1 billion passed through his hand throughout the whole 40 years. The man has nothing. You can barely keep the Salon restaurant in Chicago open. Every time you turn around, the Salon restaurant in Chicago first is open, then it's closed. I'm not responsible to make no schools, Brother Ben. You give me the money that you gave Farrakhan. Give me the money that you have Farrakhan. Follow me, and then you hold me accountable. When you do that, then you can say that to me. Support me in what I'm doing. Support Operation Exodus Mississippi. Support Operation Exodus Mississippi, Brother Ben. Help me do that, and then we'll see. Then we can talk. Help me do it. Help me like you do Farrakhan. And I guarantee you, I will produce better results than him. With less money, with less help. Oh, Brother Ben, come on, man. I'm just talking about you. Brother Ben, I do not mean any harm. Brother Ben, I do not mean any harm. I'm just talking. Don't you think that it's wrong for somebody, if they are exploiting people, tricking people, they're not doing what they're supposed to do? Don't you think that's wrong? I'm not really making videos about you per se, Brother Ben. I'm speaking really in general. Brother Ben, let's have a hangout, you and me live, instead of the chat room, and we could talk. I'm not gonna bite you. Brother Ben. I was in the Nation of Islam too. I was just like you at one time. I understand how you feel. I understand everything that you're going through. I was right there with, the same thing. Well, look, I cannot help what something is. A business can be a failure and it can be useless, but it don't have to stay that way, Brother Ben. That's why they take out one CEO and they bring in another CEO when the businesses start failing. because clearly the person that is in charge is not getting the job done. So you bring in something else. But when you are in a dictatorship, you know, Louis Farrakhan is doing all the Savior's Days. He's doing all the things. None of the other brothers are really getting no shine. It's all about Minister Farrakhan. But he's not really producing nothing. Of course I love your generation. Yes. That's why we have Operation Exodus Mississippi. You need to get with me. We need to talk, brother. And I mean, you can still love the Minister Farrakhan, but there's other people with different ideas out here also. If you I have not built anything because I didn't know what to do. You know, you can be in a situation where you want to do something, but you really don't know what to do. You know that what you tried before didn't work, but you don't know what to do. So, I mean, I don't know what to do. But I know what I should not do. You thought I was listening to Elijah. I did listen to Elijah back in the day. Yes, I did. But see, Brother Ben, see, that was back in the day. This is your time. This is your time to shine. This is my time to shine. You know, that was then. This is the now. Why should I copy what he done? You should not have to copy what Elijah Muhammad, that's done. The Nation of Islam, we don't have to copy what Elijah Muhammad done. We can create something brand new just for your generation. We don't need to copy something old that should, you know, what they said, let the dead rest. That's over and done with. That's over and done with. You have a brain. I have a brain. Use your brain to create for yourself today. Brother Ben, you talking about building a school. Do you understand what Operation Exodus Mississippi is? Operation Exodus Mississippi is taking control of a state, which means you can take control of the whole school system of the state of Mississippi and change it and do it the way that you feel that it needs to be done. The school systems, the laws, how you pay local taxes in the state. What you so long thought, what you knew the teachings decades ago. Knowing the teachings and having an idea what to do. I was a young man. I was a young man, younger than you was. And then I got in trouble with the law. I got in trouble with the law that took 10 years of my life. I was with Farrakhan, that was 9 years of my life. So I don't know what you're trying to say. Twenty years ago, I was in my 30s, Brother Ben. I was in my 30s. I was locked up 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago. I was getting ready to get locked up. And that would be 10 years, by itself. And when I was locked up, Brother Ben, Farrakhan didn't do nothing for me. Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam wouldn't even respond to a letter. Matter of fact, Brother Ben, I wrote a letter to the Nation of Islam this year, back in April. In April. I still have not received a response. Farrakhan is piggyback off the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. Farrakhan is piggyback off the fact that he was the national representative. Farrakhan is piggyback off the fact that people who used to like the Nation of Islam, they want to see the Nation of Islam return. So Farrakhan already got something to work with. And he did not bring back the original teachings. See, that's what you don't know. Farrakhan brought in Dianetics. Farrakhan said that Elijah Muhammad is alive. First of all, Brother Ben, I did not slander nobody. See, just like young Pharaoh, and Seti. They're not slandering nobody. They bring in information. I don't believe in religion at all, Brother Ben. I'm not gonna bring the teachings back because I'm not into that. I'm not into religion at all. I don't represent religion or spirituality. So I can't bring the teachings back. You did not hear me. I never said, you never heard me say that I hope Mr. Farrakhan's cancer kill him. Where's my video? You never heard me say that, Brother Ben. Don't go like that. Because if you heard me say that, prove it. Show me the video. I never wished no cancer to hurt Minister Farrakhan. I never said that. Matter of fact, I've never been personal with Minister Farrakhan at all. I don't talk about his cancer. I don't talk about his shoes. I don't talk about his suit. I talk about certain actions. I didn't say you said that. You said somebody said it. Somebody said that they hope that the cancer kill. I don't talk like that. If you watch my videos, there's an action or a behavior that I'm talking about. No more, no less. It's not nothing personal. If you get millions and millions of dollars, then we need to see some type of real results. But we don't. I don't think that Seti and Pharaoh is slandering. Well, I say it like this. See, they are disrespectful. They call Minister Farrakhan, Farrakhan, and call Master Farah Muhammad, Master, whatever. Those names. I don't have nothing to do with that. That's not me. I don't roll like that. But based on the simple information that they have, that's a different ball game. I cannot, that's how they roll. You know how they roll. You talk to Pharaoh, you know how they roll. But brother Ben, you don't even have to go back here on chat. We could set up a Google Hangout and we can talk. We can talk just like, brother to brother. I don't bite. And I don't have no intent to try to hurt nobody. That's not my job. I don't go around trying to hurt people. I don't go around trying to slander and bring down people, whatever. That's not my thing. I don't do that. I'm a team player and I can get along with anybody. The only ones who can't get along with me is because they don't want to get along with. They have some type of outside of agenda or something or whatever. I've never been around people, if they really want to work and get along, I get along. Look, I got along with people that's supposed to have a mental illness. I never had no problem living with people that have mental illness. So I surely shouldn't have a problem talking with people that's supposed to be sane, but I do. Because really, those who are supposed to be sane really are more insane than a lot of the people that's supposed to be mentally ill. Because I tell you, I was able to unite those people that's supposed to be crazy against our oppressor. You can't seem to do that here in the land of the sane. Why is that? The only thing you want to do is debate and argue with folks all day long. I'm not into that. Let's deal. You've been more focused on bringing me down to size. No. Why do people really don't like that bringing me down to size thing? You know, Brother Ben, you know, if I said anything to offend you, I apologize. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm not trying to hurt you, brother, or nothing like that. Believe me. So, you know, if I offended you or in any kind of way, I apologize. Because I'm not trying to offend you. I'm not trying to hurt you in any way. You have not done nothing to me. You have not done nothing to me to make me want to try to hurt you. Now, there's another fella talk about coming to my house and doing something and whatever. That's different. But you haven't done nothing to me. And really, Minister Farrakhan has not done nothing to me personally. However, he's a leader. He's in the public eye. He's able to influence people. And there are certain actions that he needs to be held accountable for. Everybody should be held accountable for their actions. Mr. Farrakhan said that he praised Malcolm X's killers. He needs to be held accountable for that. He needs to be held accountable for how he treated Khalid Muhammad. I know everybody got all these excuses, but we're not accepting those excuses. He was wrong. He was in error. He was in error bringing Dianetics to the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. That was a big mistake. Big mistake. That's right. That's right, Syrian. Syrian is saying that the teaching of Elijah Muhammad ain't saved us either. How long has the Nation of Islam been around? 80, 88 years? Are you saved? Are we saved as a people? No. It's the same thing. Want to buy a bean pie? You want some bean soup? Will you give to charity? Help the Honorable Minister Farrakhan in his work? Same stuff over and over and over again. Ain't nothing changed. Nothing changed. Do you have a land that you can call your own? No. We have nothing. It's nothing but a bunch of hype. It's nothing but a bunch of people selling you hope, knowing they can't do nothing for you. But Minister Farrakhan lived a life of a celebrity. You know, see, Brother Ben, see, I'm concerned about you because I know that you're sincere. I did not like the fact that Farrakhan treated that woman, Andre, what's her name, Ariana Grande? I don't even know who this chick is. I did not like the fact that after 9 hours, he was able to stand up and hug on her, but he made no attempt to stand up and hug you. But that's FOI protocol. FOI protocol for FOI is when you come into the mosque, you salute your flag, and when you come in contact with a high-ranking officer, you salute your officer, and you wait for him to give you the A-OK. You shake that brother's hand, pull him in, give him a hug, assalamu alaikum. That's how it should have been between you and Minister Farrakhan. Minister Farrakhan was supposed to stand up, and you salute your high-ranking official. When he gives you the A-OK, you reach out, shake your brother's hand, come in with a hug, assalamu alaikum. But he didn't even make an attempt to stand up for you. But he hugged and skinny grinned and told this Ariana chick, it's an honor to meet you. It's always an honor to meet all these people. I did not hear him say it was an honor to meet you. I think he said, I love your work, brother, or something like that. I think he said real low. I think he did. I did not like that, Brother Ben. You sincere, and you should have been treated more special than an outsider. These outsiders are treated better than the believers. That's because he know he got y'all. He got you like a puppet on a string. He got you like a puppet on a string. So he can treat you any kind of way. And you don't care. As long as he might smile at you. Forget a damn smile. Not interested. Look, let me tell you this. Back in the day, I asked the brothers when I was 18 years old. I was the youngest FOI in the temple. I was 18. There was another brother that was 19, and there was another brother, I think he was 21. I went to the high-ranking officials of the temple, and I said, why don't you send all of us to school? Why don't you send us to a trade school or send us to college? We would do our nation better if we was educated, if we went, if we went to school, than spending all day selling bean pies and this stuff that we're doing. They didn't make no attempt to send me to school, none of us brothers, but Mr. Farrakhan turned around and actually gave scholarships to people outside of the nation. You see why I got a problem? I would have, if they had acted on that, Brother Ben, I would probably be college educated right now. Went to a trade school or something. You think that's right? You think that's right for him to give money for other people's children to go to college and don't give his own believers nothing? Do you know, Brother Ben, when I was 18 years old, I slept in the basement of the temple on top of pickle barrels. The nation had perfectly good room upstairs, but because I couldn't afford to pay rent, they wouldn't let me stay in the room. I stayed in the basement of the temple sleeping on pickle barrels. Talk to me, Brother Ben. Explain that one to me. The brothers didn't care. I was straight out of high school, never really had a job. They know I didn't have nothing. Brothers didn't give me nothing. Everything I got, I had to hustle for. My brothers in the FOI didn't give me nothing. Nobody didn't try to send me to school. They didn't give me a place to stay or nothing except on some pickle barrels in the basement. But because of the faith, I hung in there. I did my best to just keep the faith. I ignored all that stuff and just kept rolling. Because I tried to keep the faith. But then, after a while, I began to see exactly what I was dealing with. How many pickle barrels do you sleep on, Brother Ben? Probably none. So, you don't need to go back and forth in the chat, brother. I don't mean you no harm. But what is true is what is true. What is real is what is real. And that's what it's really supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about the truth. It's not about favoritism. It's not about because I like you. No, when you're wrong, you're wrong. It was wrong for Elijah Muhammad to get those women pregnant and keep it a secret. It was wrong. If it was meant for him to have these wives, then why don't you tell your followers about it? Why are you keeping this a secret? Brother Ben, that's called deception, brother. That's deception. Everybody should be held accountable for their actions, including Elijah Muhammad, instead of making excuses for him. So these sisters, all these sisters that got pregnant by Elijah Muhammad, they were kicked out of the nation for fornication, and he was the one they committed fornication with. You think that's right? Malcolm didn't like that. That was wrong. Malcolm didn't do nothing wrong. Malcolm responded the way a man's supposed to respond when he sees wrong. It don't make no difference who do it. You think Malcolm X did not love Elijah Muhammad? Yes, he did. Malcolm X loved Elijah Muhammad probably to the day he died. But that does not negate the fact that Elijah Muhammad did something wrong. That was wrong. It's wrong for Mr. Farrakhan to do the things that he have done over the years and not be held accountable for his actions. It's just wrong, Brother Ben. See, you don't know the history, and you caught up in Farrakhan's glamour, and you're not looking at things the way they really are. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm telling you from my experience, because I don't want you to waste your youth. I don't want you to waste your youth the way mine was wasted. You have a lot of potential. You creative. You got this technology down pat. You could do a whole lot better than the Nation of Islam on your own, doing your own thing. Giving credit to the Nation of Islam, and they really don't have nothing. They don't have nothing going on. What you can build your own thing, because you're gonna lose everything anyway. The Nation of Islam is slowly going down, just like Syrian is saying. It's a dying animal. It's done too much. It's time for it to suffer the consequences of its actions, whether I like it or whether you like it or not. Unfortunately, if you hold on to it, you know, it's just gonna. I mean, you are on a Titanic that's getting ready to sink. It's not my fault. It's Farrakhan's fault, because he's really the leadership. Nobody else is guiding the nation nowhere. It's all on Farrakhan's shoulder. So whatever is wrong, since he wants that responsibility, since he wants all the shine, everything falls on him. I don't blame Wesley Muhammad. I don't blame Nuri. I don't blame you. I don't blame nobody. The only one to blame for all this stuff is Minister Farrakhan, because he has really messed up over the years. He really done some messed up stuff, and he needs to be held accountable for what he's done. You know, he tried to destroy Malcolm X's legacy for 10 straight years. I was there. I didn't even know who Malcolm X was until Mr. Farrakhan started talking about him. For 10 years, he talked about Malcolm X like a dog. For 10 straight years. And guess what? It didn't even work. The result was Spike Lee made a movie about Malcolm X in 1992. He went over budget, and people love Malcolm X so much. People like Oprah Winfrey and some other entertainers gave Spike Lee the rest of the money he needed in order to finish Malcolm X. Because Malcolm X was a good man. He was a good brother. And even after he's deceased, people can still feel that this man was a good man, no matter how Farrakhan talked about him like a dog. Farrakhan he's not going to leave this life. He's not going to have the legacy like Malcolm X. He don't have that. The Million Man March don't mean nothing. And see, that's another thing. He made mockery of Dr. King, all those marches. Dr. King, he's a coon, doing those marches. Then you turn around years later, and then you brag about your march. But when Dr. King done it, it was all right. You had a problem with Dr. King and his marches, but your march is all right. And the Million Man March didn't produce nothing. People was disappointed, talking about a dollar bill and we need to atone. Atone for what? What we need to atone for? We ain't do nothing. We victims. What you atoning for? Whole thing didn't make any sense, Brother Ben. But you know, you don't want to face the truth, brother. I mean, I don't know what to say to you. I really don't. You're just gonna have to, you know, it's a, you know, You got a long fall. It's going to be, you're going to fall really, really hard. When all the dust settles, you're going to see it in the end. But right now, you're too mesmerized by, you know, this man's personality. Anyway, with that said, man, this was supposed to be a 15-minute video. Really? It's supposed to be a 15-minute video. Wow. Anyway, I want to thank brother. Actually, I want to thank brother Ben X for stopping by in the chat room. I want to thank Syrian for stopping by, and anybody else in the chat room, because I really can't see the chat room on my phone. I don't know how to do that. You know, I'm not technologically advanced like some of y'all. But all the listeners that's listening and those who will listen later, I thank you very much. I really do appreciate. I thank brother Ben for stopping by. I would like to have a live Google Hangout with you, brother Ben. You know, you don't have to go back and forth in the chat room. We can talk in person. I do not bite. With that said, y'all, again, I would like to see this debate. Nation of Islam debate young Pharaoh and Seti. I want to see this. I mean, I think it would really, really be interesting. It's just interesting to me. Because I do have a personal vendetta. I have a personal vendetta against the Nation of Islam. Because the Nation of Islam is not right. That's the reason why. It's not right. And everybody should be held accountable for their actions, including me. I paid 10 years because of something I was alleged done. So, yeah. I check you out on the flip-flop, Syrian. And Brother Ben, have a peaceful day. Assalamu alaikum. And all of you out there in YouTube land, as important, I wish us the same way that our ancestors, Don Cornelius, used to always impart. He told us, I wish you love, peace, and soul. Have a nice night, y'all. Be careful out there. Now, how you turn this thing off?